Let me tell you a story about how I started making money without having a real job. It technically started right when I was fresh out of high school, in the college years, and my friend is in school studying music because he's in a band and wants to continue down his music career. On the side, since I'm a content creator already at the time, I started making videos for them while they were recording their music and some other projects. I started with my phone and slowly upgraded to having better equipment, the 4K camera I have now, the lights that I have, a bunch of other things. It took 2 years, and it didn't come from me investing in a bunch of things because I wanted to start a business. It came out of a necessity. I needed these things to do a better job at the thing I was helping someone to do. And that's the important part. That's the thing most people miss when they're trying to make money with something that's not a real job. Now, it's important to mention that I was already building the skills needed to do what I was doing for them beforehand, before I even had any professional equipment. So then once I got it and did it for them for a while, eventually if you keep going and keep going and keep going, you'll find yourself into a point where you're able to then take your skill, package it up into a bundle, which is the important part. This is where most people actually get stuck. This is the first I'm stuck moment in business, is when you have something to offer and then you're trying to figure out how you can package it to then send it out. If you have a skill, you need to package it up into an offer that someone's willing to then take. I now want to take us over to another perspective, a more employer perspective. We're going to take a warehouse job as an example, where you go there, you drive there, walk there, however the hell you get there. And once you're there, you're trading your time, your effort, your resources, and then you got a compensation. You still have to do all those things, and sometimes more, at a regular, real job. So then you have to ask yourself the question, what's the difference? There is a major difference, and the major difference, you have ownership or partial ownership, and the other you do not. Being an employee, the thing you're selling as an entrepreneur is your time and your skill. So to loop back to the original point, how did I start making money with no real job? It's simple. You do the same thing that you do when you're an employee. You provide value, you do it well, and you do it fast to someone who needs it, and then you accept compensation for it afterwards or beforehand if it was agreed upon. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. You start very small, and then you work your way up. All right. So now I want to talk about some side hustles that actually helped me grow in this video. First one that I'm going to mention is obviously videography, content creation, and photography. For me, it started with content creation, making videos with my phone, but then once I was able to actually get a hold of a camera that can provide quality that I'm comfortable selling, that's when I was able to actually put my skills that I was using for years for myself into use for someone else. And that's the key. Instead of doing it for myself, you take the skill and you do it for someone else. Another side hustle that helped me grow. If you have a printer, there's a world of possibilities you can open up to yourself to actually make money and bring a value to somebody else. Business cards, wall art, there's many things you can do. The next side hustle that helped me the most and learn the most is YouTube. And for most people, it is a side hustle because until you get full-time in the space, you don't reap the full-time benefits, but you definitely kind of have to put in the full-time effort. Dropshipping is honestly an amazing thing to get into for learning because it teaches you so much about psychology, how you have to position yourself in a market, the psychology of selling, how to take a random person and then bring them to a sale. Dropshipping and e-commerce is incredible for learning website design, graphical design, and learning that aspect, more of the internet side of making money in business. Out of the whole realm of side hustles that there is to do, those are the ones that actually helped me grow and I saw value from. They require you to develop the fundamental skills of business and money making for you to make them work. Most people don't actually make them work, and I didn't make most of them work that well. But the skill that you learn every time you try to do it levels you up another level, so that the next time you try to do it, you're another step closer to actually breaking through. It's the hardest part. The most underrated way to make money is to serve. A lot of people think that they're gonna make money by going out and selling, but selling is the packaging to serving. The reason why it's underrated is because no one puts it at the forefront of their mind, and that's what makes it so hard for you to come up with ideas and to be able to see all the opportunity of how you could actually be of service and provide value to somebody to then get a return in money.